1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the Mental Reps podcast, featuring your host, Brian Wright.
Who are some of your favorite up-and-coming comedians down here in South Florida?
Our guest this episode is comedian and actor Jimmy Shubert.
Two of them are on the show, Nadima Wad and Stephanie Wood. I also like Jackie Sanchez.
This week's episode is sponsored by the Field Irish Pub and Eatery, a little piece of island in South Florida.
There's so much talent down here, and I really do feel like the scene has been growing a lot. This guy, Marcelo Hernandez, has been opening up for Gilbert. I think he's going to be one of the next guys to go.
Yeah, well, because these kids are able to work. They're out there creating their own mics. They're getting up as much as they possibly can. The great thing about you have 3 clubs down here where a lot of the A-room headliners come through. So they get to see those guys in action. They get to see what it's like. And Florida's a big place, man. There's a lot of work down here.
Now fade out that fresh as beat and let's get this bitch on the road.
Welcome to Mental Reps Podcast. I'm Brian Wright. I hope you are happy and healthy. Thank you so much for listening, watching on the YouTubes. I appreciate you so much. I have a loaded show today with a comedic legend, so I'm going to be pretty quick up top here, get right to the point. Go check out our new Patreon page for Mental Reps Podcast. I'm giving out exclusive content and personalized shout outs on the podcast for the lower tier members, all the way up to yearly one-on-one interviews to be released on all my platforms for the God tier members. And the tiers start as low as $3. So if you could spare like a dime a day for your boy, it all adds up and it goes a long way for me. So massive thank you to Frank Rogers, our very first Patreon, Lily Skipper, Kyle Cogglebean. The fact that you guys believe in me, it means the world. We will continue to try and make you proud. Go to mentalreps.net to see all the upcoming events, including one with my next guest as headliner, Shamrock Comedy Club at the Field Irish Pub and Eatery in Fort Lauderdale. This Tuesday, January 11th. Ticket link is in the description, or you can go to eventbrite.com and search Shamrock Comedy Club or Jimmy Shubert. We should be the first thing that pops up. This is the best kept secret in South Florida. I am telling you, go get them tickets right away. They start as low as $10. My guest today and your headliner on Tuesday is Jimmy Shubert. He came back on the show. What can I say, man? We're so damn lucky to have him down here in South Florida. He's a comedic legend. I highly suggest you go back to our last episode, last April 420. And we got into his upbringing, early days, but we just shot the shit today. Talked South Florida comedy, the State of the Union, and everything in between. If you're a fan of this man, his comedy, or just comedy in general, buckle up because he brings the heat today. But first, be a good lad and get me another Guinness. What are you, Sean? Thank you there, Firecrotch. I appreciate you. The official sponsors of Mental Reps Podcast and South Florida's authentic Irish Pub and Eatery, The Field. I was just talking to Sean there. He's one of the incredible bartenders. Jay, the GM, Hillary was one of the owners. Steph is one of the amazing servers there who just got done with cancer and is feeling better. Could not be more proud of her. They're all a family there, and I feel like they're my people. I've been going there since the old fake ID days. Sorry, Hillary, but that's the truth. And I've been going there for like almost 20 years. They're my people. And I'm telling you, whether you're Irish, you dig the culture, or you just like good vibes, food, and booze, the staff is second to none. The best Irish pub in South Florida. We're talking multiple bars, Guinness, and much more on tap. I don't know how they do it, but like for real, their Guinness tastes better than anywhere else. I don't know how they do it. It's like you're drinking straight from the teat of an Irish goddess or something. Whatever they're doing, it's working. The best Irish American cuisine in South Florida, like shepherd's pie, Banger's mash, the corned beef, the cabbage, Irish potato soup, but also steaks, chops, fresh seafood, and vegan options. So no excuses for your emaciated fedora-wearing friends. We're talking live music Wednesday through Sunday, lots of Irish music. I have taken over their Tuesday nights. I'm either putting on comedy shows, themed trivias, live podcasts, so come say hi, meet the neighbors. But if you're staying in, but you still want that authentic Irish experience, fear not, love. Go to thefieldfl.com, enter code word REPS20 for 20% off your entire online order. Again, that's thefieldfl.com, code word REPS20. Okay. Kick back, crack open a cold beverage, and spark them if you got them. Like I said, he brings the heat today. Enjoy my chat with Jimmy Shubert. Welcome back to the Mental Reps podcast. I'm joined by my buddy Jimmy Shubert. What's up, brother? It's good to see you, dude. What are you doing?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, dude. It's good to see you, man. How
Thanks,
you been?
buddy.
You been out in Chicago? You've been all over the fucking place. Like Carmen Sandiego.
Dude, I've been nonstop. Fucking Omicron. What the fuck is everybody talking about? I've been traveling like a lost piece of luggage, and I'm not going to put the kibosh on myself, but I've been reasonably, I've been good, man. I'm working, getting back to work, working on some new material, working on some new album, trying to craft a new album, and it's all good.
I love it, dude. Yeah, we got
I'm over in Naples tonight. I'm over here at the Off the Hook Comedy Club. I was there last night. I'm here again tonight, and so
nice,
and then I'm
dude.
gonna head back. Yeah, it's a 7:00 show, so I'm just gonna hit and run, pop in, do some jokes,
Get the fuck out of there, dude.
and pick up a check and head on back to the East Coast, right across Alligator Alley. I'm gonna see you guys Tuesday.
Yeah, dude, at the Field, man.
Yeah, it's a great venue, man. I like that place.
Yeah, man, I do too. I really think that it is, we got like a hidden gem down here in South Florida. And for you to be down here and performing and, telling other people that's huge, because I think it is like a little hidden gem. The low ceilings, this is actually it behind me for people that I'm on a green screen. It's like low ceilings, no windows. People come to laugh. They're listening intently. And
yeah, it's a good room. It's a great location too. And last time we were there, we had a big time.
Hell
really
yeah, man.
it.
Yeah, dude. We did the 420 comedy show there. That was a good time. But
yeah.
if people want to go eventbrite.com, search for Shamrock Comedy Club or Jimmy Shubert. It'll be the first thing that pops up, or I got links in the description and all that.
We got a good lineup. We got Nadeem Awad, and we got Stephanie Wood. We got a good lineup.
Hell yeah, Zach Bugarin. I don't know if you worked with him before, but he's going to be guesting. He's a real funny local comedian, up and coming dude. I like him a lot. He was on my my roast battle a couple months ago, which I wanted you to be a judge, but you were out of town. We actually had a really good time with that roast battle, dude. We're gonna be doing another one soon. I gotta have you on.
Yeah, get me in there anytime. I've just been so freaking busy. I'm looking to slow down a little bit here and get into my new year and relax a little bit. I've just been going nonstop since like freaking October.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, man, does it feel good? I mean, I know you're on the West Coast now, but kind of be back to home base. With all the shit that's going on, you tell me, what's the temperature of the country right now?
Well, obviously, I don't know how anybody watches the news. I don't know how you watch the news. I don't know how you listen to Fauci. I don't know how you listen to these people. You have to be some kind of special fucking moron to listen to any of these people in charge. All these media experts, they're not experts. They're just blabbermouths. They offer their opinions. It's the lowest form of intelligence. It's it requires no accountability. They're ridiculous. When all the smoke clears from all the stuff, nobody is going to watch the news ever. Only if you're a moron do you watch the news. It is so. Yeah. If I was a real journalist, and there's a couple of them out there, I would be furious with these people. I would be furious that you've taken our when is science not allowed to be questioned? That's the exact thing of science. How are we not working on the best solution? Like if there is some of these medications that people are using, if you Zelenko program, look, I don't know anything about it. But I go on deep dives looking at stuff and trying to figure it out, because the last people I would trust are anybody on a major news network. These people are shills, corporate little shills for the government to just do the talking points. It's so disgusting to me. I just can't watch it anymore. It's so disgusting. I just listen to music all day, man. It makes me a happier person. But
you're a wise man, dude. Wise man.
Because it is just absolutely ridiculous. And how anybody look, all they do is sell fear. And if you're watching it, then you're scared. That's all they do is sell fear. And they sell fear about everything. You know what? Go live your life. Go enjoy your life. Look, if you get COVID, there's nothing you can do about it anyway. So you get the antibodies, you'll get sick. know what your options are as far as like getting shots of antibodies and stuff like that. The monoclonal antibodies is what you want. You almost want it immediately. But I mean, it's like, I'm amazed at how like the dumbing down of America has really kind of gone into like full effect.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't trust these fucking people for a second.
You shouldn't.
But so,
we talked last time. I used to be in news. I used to be a reporter and then an anchor when I first started off in radio. And I'll tell you, man, I got a little peek behind the curtain and to see how the sausage is made. And it sucks, dude. It's not good. And I get we all right now, we want to save lives, man. And that's an important thing.
Well,
and people are really,
you want to save lives. Here's what you should do. Here's what you should. You should get up every morning and work on your wellness. You should get up every morning and make a decision that I'm going to eat healthier today. I'm going to take my vitamins today. I'm going to get some sunshine today. I'm going to go do yoga today. I'm going to do hot yoga today. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do some cardio. I'm going to work out today. So that would be more useful to you than listening to anything any of these fucking people tell you on the major news networks. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't trust any of them. If they're that Joe Rogan podcast with the doctor he just had on, the guy they tried to shut down, was so
eye-opening,
so enlightening, and so amazing that
it's just, I think it's a whole lot easier than looking at the whole world for what it is, being pragmatic and trying to be positive in it rather than just sitting around and bitching about like why Nancy Pelosi is the Antichrist and like why Tucker Carlson's dehumanizing the world one like news segment at a time. We need to hand all the government responsibilities over to AOC. How's people are crazy, dude. This is what I'm saying. It's all so fucking convenient for people, like a warm blanket, like shielding them from critical thinking.
They don't look. Yeah. That's what they want. They want you to think that Tucker Carlson is dehumanizing the world. They mean he's the only guy on TV telling the truth. He's the only guy on TV telling the truth. I mean, how any of these people,
the hypocrisy,
any of these, I mean, it's kind of pathetic, man.
You brought up cognitive dissonance last time. We talked about that.
Yeah, well,
awe-inspiring.
Yeah,
awe-inspiring.
It is. No, it's and people like, you're supposed to trust the science, except when it comes to male and female bodies. Like, I don't even, like, I'm supposed to trust your science on what? Like, is science, or is it not science? Because science, last time I checked, this was what a man was, and this was a woman was, and a woman could give birth, and yada yada yada. This is ridiculous. Well, I mean, when Bill Maher is like going after the left, like you guys are worried, we're going to get overrun by China because you guys are worried about picking out the new dresses for the soldiers who come out of the closet like a Murphy bed. I mean, these people think we're such a silly race of people. I'm not
creating dissension, dude.
There's that's what it is. They don't want you connected. They want you divided. Mm-hmm. And that's how they do it. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
And so, I just can't. I can't do it anymore. I don't even watch. You can fucking have it. You can go have it. And you can go, you want to, I'm just going to enjoy my life and do what I do with the time I have left and enjoy it,
Fuck yeah,
beautiful
man.
The beautiful thing is I live in Florida. I can even jump on a boat and sail out about 200 miles and watch the fucker burn, I don't care.
Yeah, man. We're all a mixed bag, dude, of good and bad. And in this whole cancel culture environment, everybody forgot what it is to be a human being. And they want to say you're all good or all bad. In a world as a human being, you struggle to find what being human is anymore with, the cancel culture. I mean, the arrogance of some people that think that we're going to banish him from society, that he will no longer be able to make a living doing so. Like, it's like, who the fuck are you people? Honestly,
I mean, you're just ridiculous. Like,
Schadenfreude. Remember the German Schadenfreude?
Yeah, well, they're going to try to jam this January 6th bullshit down our throat next, because you got a fucking retard as a president. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. Anyway, but if people come see me next Tuesday at the Fields, we'll be making fun of all of it.
Hell yeah, dude. And you say it to the fucking face. But yeah, dude, I'm really looking forward to the show. And, it's a crazy world that we live in right now, man. I mean, honestly, I was talking about this with a buddy the other day. I was born in 1985. I got a little taste before technology fully took over with cell phones and all this shit. And we used to go outside and play with sticks and balls and shit and fucking have nothing to do. The ringer bell, the dinner bell, the whole thing. And now life is so completely fucking different. Like I worry a little bit. I mean, I guess it happens with every generation, but like I worry about my nephews and like the kind of world that they're living.
Well, you know what the thing is? Yeah, you know what? It's going to be up to us to kind of. I think it's really super creepy. I mean, where this is going, the fact that you have no privacy or no reasonable expectation of privacy anymore, the fact that everything you type and everything you say onto your phone, the fact that they're listening on your phone, the fact that they're recording and listening to stuff. I mean, it's almost going to come a point where you're just going to go, you know what? I'm just going to unplug.
Dude, I'm telling you,
all this stuff because it's so ridiculous. I'm trying to enjoy my life or what's left of it anyway. You never fucking know.
Let's switch gears a little bit. We'll talk a little bit more about the show coming up. But I want to ask you, what are some of your favorite up and coming comedians down here in South Florida? I know that you've been down here a little bit longer now. You've been able to meet with and work with a lot of different features and hosts. Who are some people you got your eye on down here you really like?
Two of them are on the show. Dima Wad and Stephanie Wood they're on the show. I also like Jackie Sanchez. Let's see who else.
We lost one today.
I know.
Bobby Mack.
Really breaks my heart. I like Bobby a lot. Bobby got me a gig down in Miami doing the Exotic Dancers Award show, and we got to hang out for a whole day. I really, really enjoyed Bobby. What a great human being. So sad. I feel my heart and prayers go out to his family. It was a car accident, and God rest his soul. But what a great human being. Nothing but love from that guy.
Yeah. Nothing but good things I've heard about that guy. And we were going to work together and we never got the chance to. I was bummed about it. But I know he was a big part of the community down here. So, obviously the whole community's felt it pretty hard. He was a good man. He's a good dude. But there's so much talent down here. And I really do feel like the scene has been growing a lot. And there's more and more people being added to the list. This guy, Marcelo Hernandez, has been opening up for Gilbert. And I think he's going to be one of the next guys to go. He's very funny. Jackie Sanchez is another one of them. Just a lot of talent down here, man. A lot of talent down here.
Yeah, well, because these kids are able to work. They're able to get, they're out there creating their own, their own mics. They're getting up as much as they possibly can. The great thing about you have 3 clubs down here where a lot of the A-room headliners come through. And so they get to see those guys in action. They get to see what it's like. So yeah. And Florida's a big place, man. There's a lot of work down here.
Oh yeah.
And so,
what are some traps that you see some comedians falling into, like easy routes, bad habits, and how do they combat that? Because they're coming up in a different environment.
Just working easy, just writing easy. Just not working to the top of your intelligence and not overwriting a premise. A lot of people just underwrite. I go, that's a great premise. There's 10 more jokes there if you shake it out a little bit. I think everybody's always out trying to get out on stage down here anyway. So that's not the option. It's just like, building good habits and having goals. What are your 6 months goals? What are your 3 months goals? What are your year goals? What are you trying to accomplish? And more importantly, because you're in a place like Florida, you have to, think about a national stage. You want to get a national name. And so you have to figure out ways to do that. I mean, thank God for social media because it allows people to build and get out there and stuff. So it's just figure out what your deal is and then just go all in on it, man, and work off, you work harder than everybody else out there and try to get to the top.
I like that.
Believe me. I did this at a time when it was, wasn't any easier, but it was just a different time period. You just have to focus on being funny. You didn't have to worry about all the social media and all the stuff. So,
well, I gotta say, you said last time we spoke that you like to ask people from time to time, what they want out of life. And it's a simple question. I know that you've already accomplished so much, but you ride the train until it stops, right? And you still have a lot of track left. So at this point in your life, what do you want out of life going forward? And what's setting your soul on fire right now? What are your goals?
Well, I started outlining a book, started doing that. Something to keep me busy while I'm on the road. I've been working on my close-up magic a little bit. I just love performing magic. It's just another realm of, doing stand-up's great, but this is just, I'm trying to actually kind of come up with a one-man show that combines both of my skill sets, which is stand-up comedy and magic.
I love it.
So I'm trying to work on that and put that together. And also just me, working on me. I've lost 25 pounds. I'm getting
you're
back
looking great, man.
I do hot yoga. I'm getting ready
Raja yoga, right?
Yeah, Raja. Yeah, I'm getting ready to find a new trainer to go work with. I want to get down to about 215. I just want to just rip up my body, shred it, and if that involves meal prep and taking care of myself, that's what I'm kind of working on. I want to get down to about 215, 8% body fat, and just be like super healthy, man. I want to go into the back nine of my life healthy. I want to work on my golf game. I want to try to take a couple strokes off my golf game. I have different goals, different areas of my life. A man needs 3 hobbies: one that feeds his soul, one to make money, and one to keep him in shape. And so I'm full up on those things. Me taking care of myself is a priority now. That before I, just doing the hot yoga and the meditation, meditating like a monk, and just drinking lots of water and eating real clean, and making sure I get plenty of minerals, nutrients in my body for these, and then just going hard, doing an hour of cardio, doing an hour muscle group workout, and just training like a beast. I want to go. I don't want to age like most people age. I want to age where, and that's a decision people make. You want to sit on the couch and watch TV. Good luck. I've seen all the shit I need to see. I've seen all the good stuff already. Everything else is just a remake of a redundant. I don't even care anymore. I just want to go. I'm going to work on my golf game. I'm going to work on my close-up magic and get really and just put together a show, and then try to combine that with my stand-up, and maybe do a kind of a small theater.
That's awesome, man. I love that.
Did a couple movies. I got a couple movies coming out. That Puppy Love I did is probably going to get released here in a couple months. I just did another movie called Don't Suck in Vegas with Russell Peters and Jamie Kennedy and Matt Rife, and it's a great cast. And Helena Homa is in it. She's in the new Matrix movie as well. So it's got a great cast.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be on soon.
I like that. That's a great answer, man. And well, first off, I gotta say I go golfing not as much as I'd like, but I have a friend, Todd. He's an actor. He's in the new season of Righteous Gemstones. He's been in a couple of different things. He's a good guy. Next time we go out, if you're in town, I'll let you know. You got to go hit the links. But have you ever thought about
where do you guys play?
Play all over the place. Like I like to play like at this place called Orangebrook down here. It's cheap and it's got a nice there's Jack Rana Golf Club. That's a little bit nicer, a little more expensive, but I think it's worth it. Play all over. There's so many courses down here.
Well, give me a heads up, man. Give me a heads up. I'm around for most of January. So if you guys get out, we want to play golf. I'm actually going to play January 14th with Gary Valentine. We're playing at PGA West.
Oh, so, good for you, man.
So we got 11 o'clock tee time, but that's what I'm working on, man. I'm working on my golf game. I'm working on my getting fit so I can play the game of golf until I'm 80, and be mentally fit, physically fit, and also just be in the, in tune with what I should be doing. None of it means a difference if all this isn't working properly. You know what I mean?
Fuck
and
yeah.
The older you get, it becomes a full-time job. Taking care of yourself. So
yeah, you can't get away with that bag of Doritos like you used to anymore. It's
you can't get away with any of it. None of it.
Have you ever thought? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, have you ever thought about writing a TV show or a movie or maybe a book about like your life in the early days? Like, I think you could write the script, like the shit out of a script with Sam Kinison, Mark Maron, Andrew Dice Clay, yourself as the main characters. Your main set is the house above the Comedy Store. I feel like that shit writes itself. Have you ever thought about writing anything like that? I mean, obviously, I could understand maybe you not wanting to live in the past and you're focusing more on the future, but I mean, there's got to be some stories to be told there.
Well, no, there's stories to be told. That's the important thing. But I think I'd put those in a book rather than tell them on the TV, because it gets lost on TV. Besides that, I'm Dying Up Here had done a version of that, even though it's a television version of that. But I think I'd prefer to just tell the stories in a book. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's my next big project, is to write a book. I'm working on another album that'll be number 6. And wait for these movies to come out and continue to work on me. I mean, I think it's important now. So,
no, I like that, man. I like that a lot. Like you said, you're doing a lot of acting. King of Queens was a big one for you. You're 5 seasons on that. 2 Broke Girls, Entourage, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Dude, you know what I wanted to ask you? I meant to ask you last time. Did you have any scenes with Brad Pitt and Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
I actually got a chance to hang out with Brad, talk with Brad.
From one heterosexual man to another, how much did he make you question your sexuality, or not at all?
Look, dude, man, he was great, man. But I mean, the guy's a freak of nature. He's a good-looking dude. There ain't no question about that. And he's a specimen. Like, he's in super shape. He's like, he was like, I mean, I think he was just coming off the that boxing movie he did with the gypsies. You know what I mean? So it's
Snatch.
Yeah. So he was in really great shape, and was very down to earth, very cool. I mean, so was Angelina Jolie. They were very nice. The director was cool. I worked with him on Swingers. He introduced me, and we said we were going to do the scene, and it was all good.
You were on Swingers, weren't you?
No, it was Go. But
hold on. Oh, that's right. With the lollipop.
Guy who directed Go, Doug Lyman, also did Swingers. He did Go. He did Mr. and Mrs. Smith. But,
you were the dude with the lollipop, right? The body,
yeah. Okay. So he was the guy that he would like. So I worked times, and Doug was always like, "Hey, I got this thing if you want it." I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." That's all you need, is somebody that like believes in your work and figure it out and all like that. So
you also worked with Robin Williams, but that was on the set of a drama movie. What was that?
Yeah, that was called 1 Hour Photo. Yeah. I got to hang out with him for a couple of days.
What was he like behind the camera, like in between scenes?
When I went up and talked to him, I brought a photo of me, him, and Kinnison on stage, and I asked him if he would sign it. He goes, "Oh, I go, that's me, and that's you." I go, I said, "We did." He goes, and then about a year before he passed away, I was doing a Throckmorton Theater up in San Francisco, and he came in because the guy, one of the things, Mark Pittis, who was booking the show, was friends with Robin, and said, "Yeah, Jimmy did a 1 hour photo with you." And boy, he came in, the side door was raining out. I was the only guy in the green room. And he came in and goes, "Hey, how are you?" I said, "Hey, Robin, how are you, man?" And it was just me and him back there. And we talked. He goes, "Yeah." He said, I said, "Yeah, we weren't on the phone." He goes, "Oh." I said, "Believe it or not," I said, "I love that performance that you gave him. That was such an interesting movie." He goes, "Oh, yeah." And, and again, I showed him the picture of me, him, and Kinnison. He goes, "Oh, yeah." And then we just talked. It was me and him back there for like 20 minutes. And he watched my stand-up for about 25 minutes. And he was great, man. It was about a year before he died. So, you get those moments. I've plenty of pictures of Robin. I didn't get one that night because I didn't really, I didn't need to, you know what I mean? It was more about the experience of hanging with him, rather than going, "Hey, can mind if we get a photo?" Yeah. And so we stayed and watched my stand-up for about 25 minutes, which was awesome. And he was laughing his ass off, and that was great. So,
dude. Priceless, man. Priceless. I mean, these are human beings, and we put these, it's Robin Williams means a huge deal to me. Like, I'm about to talk to Gilbert a little later today, him and Robin in Aladdin. Like, I mean, a young dude like me looking for something that I'm good at, and seeing the voice acting skills of those guys is just like literally off the charts. They set this godlike precedent, I feel like, for everybody who came after them.
Well, they're just uber talented guys.
Yeah.
Gilbert Godfrey. I mean, people forget that the guy was the voice of Affleck until he made that joke. But I mean, he was on. I used to see him on. The Law and Order episodes all the time. I mean, he's on it. He's like, the thing of it is, it's great to be. But Jim Gaffigan's another guy who's done a ton of acting. There's a few comics can all cross over into that realm and we're able to make a living.
Bill Burr now.
Yeah, well, Bill Burr, well, you knew that was going to happen. It was just a matter of getting the right project. I mean, Bill Burr is, he's a monster, man. He's one of my favorite comedians. But it's interesting. If you can do it. I mean, I think Bill likes to produce his own stuff now too. So, but it's like, once you get into that, that's a whole nother realm of being able to do other stuff, so.
Well, dude, I mean, you're doing it as well, man. I see you out here grinding and still doing your thing. I fucking love it every time I see. And I like that you're pumping out these short little clips of your stand up every once in a while. Like, I think that that's really good. And you're just killing it, man. I cannot wait for our show on Tuesday. Like, it's a fire lineup. It's a really good lineup. I want people to come out. Again, go search Eventbrite, search Shamrock Comedy Club or Jimmy Shubert, and it'll be the first thing that pops up. All right, let's switch gears a little bit. We were talking last time about Tiger and his son Charlie going out. Did you see them going out at the PNC a couple weeks ago?
Man.
How awesome is that?
My favorite things.
All right, we're going to talk a little sports for a second. Hold on.
We've got too far. There's too much to lose. It's not just keep our composure.
Playoffs? Can't do it.
Hello?
To see Tiger back out on the course with Charlie doing their thing. And I mean, the mannerisms, how much they are alike, the way they lean, their swing. It's so fun to watch. Tell me you got to see some of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But all those watching Lee Trevino with his grandson, watching the dailies, watching watching Nellie Corder with her dad, watching all those father-son golf thing, Justin Thomas with his pops. I mean, I love it, man. I love it. I love golf. Golf's one of those things. I just love the sport. I love to watch it. I love it more than almost a lot of, believe it or not. I mean, I love watching golf on television.
Yeah.
People say it's not exciting. I go, you're not. That's because you don't know how to play it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite things to see. It was nice to see, Tiger getting back out there. He had a rough year. So
yeah, he did.
I think it really humanizes Tiger when you see him with his son. It really humanizes, and it really lets you know just how good his son is. I mean, Charlie and him, they were like on fire, man.
You could tell how much he looks up to his dad too. I mean, how could you not? I mean, it's so cool. And like you said, with all of them too, not just Charlie and Tiger, but there's something like you said, especially after the year that Tiger had and everything. It was so cool to see him out there killing it.
Yeah, he did it because his son wanted to come out and stuff like that. But what a great thing. Just I love events like that. You get to see the next generation of guys coming up. John Daly was great to see John Daly out there that he won.
I love that guy.
But yeah, I know it's crazy.
I just fucking love that guy. I can't help it, dude. I just look at him and I smile.
He's like one of those great old sports personalities you used to see in the 70s. Like, he just don't give a shit, man.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, God bless him. I love a guy like John Daly.
Yeah, I love it.
I got my show here in an hour here. I'm going to pack up and head to the trail.
All right, buddy. I know that you don't have much time.
Yeah, I will see you Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll see you Tuesday. Just before you take off, I want to get you to do one thing. It'll take about 30 seconds if you don't mind. But Tuesday, Shamrock Comedy Club at the Field, Irish Pub and Eatery in Fort Lauderdale. Go get your tickets. A hell of a lineup. JimmyShubert.com, Cameo. He's on Cameo. Find him on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Jimmy Shubert. All right, brother. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Tuesday. I appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, Brad. Take it easy, brother. Peace out. This is Jimmy Shubert. You listen to the Mental Rep Podcast with Brian Wright. Watch your six. Keep your head on the swivel. Stay frosty. Get home safe. Peace.